Let's explore how to detect and safely delete orphaned cron jobs with Advanced Database Cleaner. Cron jobs are scheduled tasks registered in your WordPress installation by WordPress itself, plugins, and themes. They handle automated operations like publishing scheduled posts, checking for updates, sending emails, and running cleanup routines. Before we proceed to detect orphaned cron jobs, let's talk first about cron jobs with no action. These are scheduled tasks that no longer point to a valid function or callback. They're detected automatically. You can list them from the orange preset area using its filter link or from the Has Action dropdown in the filters. However, cron jobs with no action aren't always safe to delete immediately. They could belong to a deactivated plugin that's still installed. When a plugin is deactivated, its hooks aren't registered, so the cron job appears to have no action. Most well-coded plugins will re-register their cron jobs when reactivated, but it's wise to investigate first. If the plugin is just deactivated, it's safer to leave the cron job or test carefully after deletion. If the plugin has been uninstalled, then it's likely safe to delete. To find orphaned cron jobs, we first need to scan. Right after installing the plugin, the Belongs To column usually shows owners only for WordPress core and for Advanced Database Cleaner itself. The scan discovers the rest. Click Start a Scan for cron jobs. Choose a mode: Local Scan Only, which uses an advanced algorithm to detect ownership based on your current environment, or Local and Remote Scan, recommended, runs the local step, then sends non-sensitive data to our central server and compares your cron jobs against a large, constantly updated database of known plugins and themes for higher accuracy. It can take a bit longer on large sites. Next, you can choose whether to enable the Override Manual Corrections switch. When this switch is turned on, the scan will also include and rescan any cron jobs you previously corrected manually from the Edit Scan Results action. Those manual changes will be overridden with the new scan data. If you keep it disabled, the scan will skip your manual corrections and preserve them as they are. This is useful if you've already reviewed certain cron jobs and don't want them reclassified. For full privacy and technical details, see the article link in the description. When the scan completes, the Belongs To column is updated. WordPress core items show a lock icon and can't be deleted. A plugin or theme name without a percentage means we are 100% sure this cron job belongs to it. You'll also see whether it's active, inactive, or not installed. A name with a percentage is a confidence hint from the scan. Below 100% means likely but not certain. These percentages are usually more reliable with long, distinctive hook names than with short or generic ones. To focus your work, use the quick categorization filters just under the main filters: All cron jobs, Orphans, Plugins cron jobs, Themes cron jobs, WP cron jobs, and Not Scanned. Click Orphans to see only the items with no confirmed owner. Normally, orphaned cron jobs can be safely deleted, but it's wise to investigate first. Let's explore some practical techniques to help you do that. Remember, deletion is permanent and may break your site. Always back up your database or test your cleanups on a staging site before deleting anything. The first technique is to investigate orphaned cron jobs that have a helpful More Info modal. Let's check this one for example. In Known Plugins using this item, the cron job belongs 100% to a plugin and its status is not installed. That means it was likely used on this site before and no longer exists now. To verify, open the Addons Activity module, search for the plugin name, then click Filter. You should see its activation, deactivation, and uninstall history. If it's not installed anymore, go back to cron jobs, select the entry, choose Delete from bulk actions, and apply. Repeat for similar cases. If the More Info panel doesn't confirm a previously installed add-on, or there's no More Info icon, use this technique to identify which plugin or theme a cron job belongs to. The technique is identifying the plugin or theme by its prefix. Look at the hook name itself. For example, this cron job, rankmath.redirection.clean trashed. Even without the help of the info panel, it clearly points to RankMath plugin. If you don't recognize a prefix, do a quick web search or ask an AI assistant to see which add-on uses it. Next, verify that this plugin was installed in your WordPress environment using the Addons Activity module, as we did earlier, if you don't remember yourself. Once confirmed, we can treat cron jobs starting with RankMath as leftovers from RankMath. Return to cron jobs, search for rank math in the hook name, select the Orphaned Cron jobs categorization filter, select the matching cron jobs, and run a bulk delete. If a cron job is orphaned and you still can't identify its source using the info panel or the prefix, either keep it, test on a staging site, or delete only after a backup so you can roll back if needed. Before any critical change, especially deletions, always make a fresh database backup or try changes on a staging copy first.